Central America, a 2-week vacation in Central America, 7 countries, 2 days each. Let's pick the top 14 sites. With a never-ending coastline, strewn with volcanoes and Mayan temples, Central America is a true gem that needs to be explored. Let's start with a geography refresh. 7 countries occupy a narrow stretch of land sandwiched between the Atlantic and the Pacific, from Mexico in North America all the way to Colombia in South America. From north to south, below Mexico, Belize sits on the Atlantic coast on the Gulf of Mexico and is the second smallest of the 7. To the left, Guatemala, roughly the size of Greece or Hungary, enjoys coastlines on both sides. Below Guatemala, on the shores of the Pacific, lies El Salvador, the smallest of the 7. Farther to the south follow Honduras, Nicaragua, the largest of the 7, then Costa Rica, and finally Panama in that order. These last 4 enjoy lengthy coastlines both east and west. Belize, Day 1. Belize is a natural paradise. The Belize Barrier Reef is the second largest reef in the world, after the Great Barrier Reef in Australia, and a UNESCO site for its marine biodiversity. The reef has 7 protected areas. Among these, our top pick is the Blue Hole, definitely one of the top nature sites to see in the region. Day 2. Belize has a great number of Mayan ruins, temples and caves to explore. The Altoona Mayan city is the closest archaeological site to the capital, Belize City, while the renowned Caracol ancient Mayan site is the largest in Belize. Guatemala, Day 1. The city of Antigua, once the capital of Guatemala, built on a highly seismic spot, was destroyed by a major earthquake and an avalanche catastrophe in 1541, what led to its relocation. The new Antigua became a masterpiece of urban planning, with gorgeous colonial architecture prospering as a center for religious art with a rich spiritual and cultural legacy. Antigua is listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Day 2. Tikal is one of the most impressive Mayan sites, the ruin of the city called Yaxmutal, and it contains a main acropolis, over 200 structures, pyramid-style temples, streets, canals and terraces. A second option, the smaller side of Quiriguá, has impressive megalith, intricately carved, with the site's history every 5 years for centuries, a notable feature that helped archaeologists decipher the history of the Mayan culture. El Salvador, Day 1. The ruins at Joyas de Seren have been called the Pompeii of the Americas, due to their similarity with the Italian locality buried under the lava of a volcano. This pre-Columbian Mayan farming village is listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The 10 meters deep ashes and debris of the Loma Caldera, today's Boquerón volcano, caused the demise of the village around the year 600 AD. The site thus preserves an accurate picture of the day-to-day life of the Mayan people. Day 2. Trekking. The Parque Nacional Los Volcanes offers mesmerizing trails up the most impressive volcanoes of El Salvador, Santa Ana, Cerro Verde, and Izalco. You can decide which trail is best for you and your family depending on its length, between 1 and 7 kilometers, and its grade of difficulty. Honduras, Day 1. Roatan is the largest island of Honduras's Bay Island archipelago, all paradisiac beach destinations. Formed atop an ancient coral reef, Roatan is covered in mangrove forests and surrounded by sandy beaches, bays and keys, such as Mahogany Bay, Little French Key, West Bay Beach, and many others. As part of a nature park, the island completely banned the use of disposable plastics and styrofoam. Day 2. Copan, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, was once a powerful city during the classic Maya period, seat of a dynasty of 16 rulers. history recognized its achievements in architecture and urban planning, math, astronomy, and hieroglyphic writing. Copan has the longest known Mayan inscription of 1,800 glyphs located atop its 100-meter wide main stairway, as well as a giant stadium. Nicaragua, Day 1. The tectonic freshwater lake Nicaragua is the 19th largest in the world. With the nearby Lake Managua, they form a wonderful and multifaceted exploration site, with the cities of Managua and Granada on their shores, plus the stunning volcanoes, El Maderas and El Concepcion of the Ometepe and Zapatera Islands. These islands offer adventurous nature trails, beaches, waterfalls, and secluded rural areas. Day 2. The ruins of the city of León Viejo, a Spanish colonial settlement from the 16th century, have been listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Abandoned after a powerful earthquake and an eruption of the Momotombo volcano, the city conserves its unaltered original plan of one of the oldest Spanish settlements in the Americas. Today's León is also home of the neoclassic and Baroque León Cathedral from the 1700s, listed as well as a UNESCO site. Costa Rica, Day 1. Totally off the beaten track lies Costa Rica's Cocos Island National Park and Marine Sanctuary, on a volcanic island in the Pacific over 500 kilometers out at sea, only reachable upon a 36-hour boat ride. It is known for its treasure island lore and for being the possible location of the island of Robinson Crusoe. Cocos Island was named the most beautiful in the world by Jacques Cousteau. It has no residents, only official rangers, and only 1,500 people per year are issued permits to visit. Day 2. From one of the oldest cultures in the region, the now extinct Diquis culture, Costa Rica has unearthed over 300 stone spheres created for yet unknown reasons. The largest is 2.5 meters in diameter and about 15 tons, and, as with the Nazca lines, theories of their purpose abound. About 36 sites have been identified, dating from 300 BC to 300 AD, around the time of the Roman Empire. One recent theory portrays them as energy beings containing a symbolic universe inside. Have an extra day to spare before moving on to Panama? Adventure into the stunningly beautiful La Amistad International Park and Reserves, a UNESCO site. It is located in the mountain range of the Cordillera de Talamanca, includes the country's tallest peak, Cerro Chirripó, and is home to 4 indigenous tribes. The highly biodiverse park is shared half and half between Costa Rica and Panama. The park can only be reached upon a 3-day hike on foot or on horseback. Costa Rica is one of the most biodiverse places in the world, at the forefront of conservation and protection of natural resources and wonders. Panama, Day 1. Panama City is a stunning modern metropolis you need to explore. Its historic parts have been also recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. Panama Viejo was established in 1519 and was later abandoned in the 17th century after a major pirates attack. The city was rebuilt farther away with a new historic center, the Panama Casco Antiguo, a colonial town, both locations forming part today of the UNESCO listing. Day 2. The Panama Canal cuts through the country to shorten the route between the Atlantic and the Pacific. The ingenious feat of engineering lifts the ships over an artificial waterway and lake through a system of locks, 3 at each end, to avoid cutting deeper into the ground, and lowers them back to sea level when done crossing the 82 kilometers long stretch. Originally opened in 1914, it was later revamped and expanded to new standards in 2016. The canal can be seen from land, from visitor centers, museums, restaurants, or via tours and cruises. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please don't smash any buttons. Just gently like and subscribe for more. The world is vast and it's all yours. Next time, you might also want to fall in love with this next destination over there. Thank you.